Hey, Taurus, welcome to your December reading. So, we're going to get into the story of your month. But first things first, Spirit's got a channeled message for you, which is it's going to be really important to manage your energy in the month of December. Always important, but it seems like there's a lot going on, a lot of potential outcomes in the air available. Feels good. And you want to manage how energized and vital you feel. So one of the things that they're showing me the sun card, and what they're talking about is circadian rhythm, showing up early in the morning, even if it's just to open the door and stand stand in your doorway and let some vitamin D into your life, into your skin, to start your rhythms off correctly. Managing your energy, managing your rhythms so that it doesn't feel like stop and go traffic. Adding more flow to your life. Spirit is also reminding me that the sun has moved into the 8th house for you. House of passion, intimacy, mergers, bonds. So there's also very intense energy going on, and I feel like that could be part of why Spirit is asking you to really take care of yourself and modulate. Like, am I drinking enough water? Have I eaten something that has seen the sun today? Have I stopped to take a walk in the middle of a long day of just sitting down and feeling kind of frozen in the same position? Taurus, you're an earth sign, and earth is all about those 4 elements, right? And earth wouldn't be earth without all 4 elements in play. So managing your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, etc. Spirit is showing me like your health bar in a video game, the health bar right up at the top corner. And your health bar is the foundation for your creativity bar, your genius bar, your inspiration bar, etc. Okay, so take care of yourself. Okay. Let's get into some cards. As always, we will pull cards for the past, present, and future, the story of December, the trajectory forward. We'll also look at the climate that you are showing up in, how Spirit wants to guide you and advise you on how to operate within that climate, and the key to this whole operation. And of course, we'll also pull a persona card to see which qualities help you show up as the protagonist that you want to be and get the things that you want out of December. Joy, fulfillment, ease, abundance, understanding. Expression is also really important for you this month, being able to be true to yourself. So whether it's like something that you want to share on a creative and wider level, or if there's something that you want to share with intimate people in your life, this is a month where that's available. All right, thank you, Spirit. For Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising, and dominant people. 2nd house, dominant people. What do my Taurus people need to know in the month of December, Spirit? We want to know anything you want to share about their past as it pertains to the present and the unfolding future, all in the name of helping them live their best life possible, to navigate what is showing up in the best way possible that helps life open up and unfold in alignment. Thank you, Spirit. Just one more, please, for Taurus in the month of December. Let's see what we got here. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Rising. Manage your energy. True. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, don't overdo it, Taurus. I understand. There's a lot to do, and you are also, it looks like, Queen of Wands at the center. Hostess with the mostess. Wouldn't be surprised if lots of you are doing the hosting for the holidays. Love to see the Queen of Wands talk about expression, leading with your charisma, your charm, natural leadership. It's also that, she's the queen of the sun. So that lovely, like that matches up lovely with what Spirit was saying before we got together. The moon in the past. Swimming through murky waters, There's a little bit of confrontation with things that perhaps you would rather avoid, which makes sense. A lot of us have been through it since the election. A lot of feelings, a lot of shadowy, scary feelings cropping up and popping up. I want to offer you what Spirit is sharing. Your guidance is to have more fun. Look at the present moment. 10 of Wands, the guidance, 3 of Cups. A lot less work, a lot more fun, and particularly connection. Connection, emotional connection, and emotional support with potentially family. I'm seeing sisters as one version of this 3 of Cups energy. Another is like found family, friends that make you feel so loved and so supported. Sitting in the key position, 6 of Cups, reunions. Of course, again, it's the holidays. It's like a gimme that a lot of us may be having people visiting us, or we may be visiting people. But there it is. And Spirit is asking you to enjoy it and not put a lot of expectations on yourself. 10 of Wands feels like you're kind of managing and doing it all. I want to pull one more for the future, Spirit. I need you. You have so many cups in this reading. And then sitting in the future, we have the 2 of Swords, which is a little bit of like holding still because you don't want to look at the feelings. The feelings, maybe you feel like I shouldn't be allowing my feelings or my heart to be involved in this decision. I need to be purely logical, or I need to be purely strategic. And I'm hearing like no. I'm hearing no. So any decision that you need to make and you don't know, do I go this way or that way? Do I stay or do I go? Then these are the versions that Spirit is showing me. It's kind of like binary decisions. Well, don't leave your feelings out of the equation, because then you're forever going to get the wrong answer, because you're leaving out an entire factor, a huge, massive, actually, factor. So not only will the answer be incorrect, it'll be way off. You know what I'm saying? And you could end up making a choice or moving in a direction that actually doesn't resonate with you. It resonates with like a version of you in your head. Does that make sense? That's what Spirit is saying. So take the whole and the real you into account. And I'm going to relate that to the 10 of Wands and say that maybe some of you have overburdened yourself with expectations, and then you end up feeling like you're not doing things right. And it's like, it's not that you're not doing things right. It's that you're asking a lot of yourself. So if we just modulate it a little bit, if we just manage, Spirit is showing me like a pendulum swinging back and forth. We don't want this, right? So if we grab, if we gently start to pad that pendulum swing until it's more of a, okay, now this my blood pressure and my breath can deal with. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Spirit, what does that look like? What does the future look like if Taurus is willing to uncross their swords, to turn to face the moon, to face the sea, to face memories, desires, fears they might not want to be conscious of, but it would serve them to? How do things go when Taurus does that? This is a hard decision to make. You need to stop doing too much. 10 of Wands, followed by 2 of Swords, clarified by 10 of Swords and Justice. You need to make a really important decision to let something go that has become just such a burden, to the point where it feels like most of you are ready to wash your hands of this. I feel, okay. This is a great time to mention Taurus. Of course, you understand this is a general reading for Taurus energy for December, right? If this was a one-on-one reading, things would be coming in much more specific, but Spirit is giving me a lot of scenarios because there are quite a few different Taurus people listening to this video. For some of you, I'm literally hearing divorce. If that's not going on in your life, and if that doesn't resonate, and if that hasn't been something on your mind for a long, long time, which is how Spirit is showing it to me, then that is not you, okay? Divorce also, let's say, Some of you are wanting to and getting divorced from people or separating legally. Others of you are like, we're legally separating our assets. It is Sun in the 8th house, as Spirit referenced earlier. So maybe it's like, we were business partners, we're not doing this together anymore. Or we are going to continue to be, whether marital or business partners, but this is over. This part or this arm of this thing or whatever is done because it's too much. So if you are not looking at the fact that it's too much, then this message is most particularly for you. Again, the moon in the past, not necessarily things not being what they seem, and the shadow of your needs and desires that are unacknowledged, threatening to like jump out and yank you underwater, right? So, with what might you be overburdening yourself, and how could you have the people in your life that love you help and support you in acknowledging that and taking care of yourself the way that you deserve? Strength is sitting in the climate and energy around you. And I want to say, Taurus, you know, you're famous for your ability to put your head through the proverbial brick wall, if it's to get to something that you want, or it's to make a point, or etc. And I want to guide you to turn your amazing powers toward yourself, as in, you don't need to make anybody else see, or you don't need to make anybody else change. That's really not even a thing. You want to turn toward yourself, and any frustration or overburdening or exhaustion or defeat or anything that you might feel, and give yourself a load of compassion, and then see how you want to talk to this other person. Because if you, you know, maybe engage with whoever might be overburdening you, or the job, or the whatever this is that's really overburdening you, or the family, there's quite a few, again, different things that are coming through. If you engage and talk with them about it before you engage with yourself, and give yourself the compassion and the you know, the validation, the affirmation that you need, they are asking me too much. You know how I know that? Because I can feel it. I don't have to prove it to anybody, etc. They're asking too much. It's okay for me to put a boundary in place, or etc. And curious if any of you have Cancer placements, because normally, you know, Taurus can be fairly cut and dry with these things. Like, you're bleeding me dry, you need to get out of my way. But sometimes when people are really close to us, it's harder to do that, okay? So if you talk to yourself and give yourself what you need from this other person, just in the sense of like the validation, the understanding that I see you, this is true, this really hurts, it's not right, it needs to stop, or whatever. And then you talk to this person, or engage with this job or whatever, you're going to have a much better, more productive conversation, where you may actually be able to get what you want. Justice. I see people signing papers. I see people clearing the air. I see people walking away from stuff that hasn't been working for them. Or even some of you will bring something to completion. That's something else that Spirit is saying, is some of you will bring something to completion, but it might feel more like a good riddance than a, oh, I'm so glad that's done. You know what I mean? Like a big long project for some of you that maybe just wasn't fun and was really overburdensome. Please feel free to share. This is part of the reason I'm always like, comments, questions, stories. I really like, I really appreciate those of you who end up sharing, like, oh, okay, so what you were hearing was this, because this is what's happening. Please do not think that everything is decided and everything is just the way it is. Seven of Cups is showing up in the potential, saying you actually have a lot of options, a lot of dreams, a lot of wishes still available. So don't convince yourself that it's over, or it's done, or there's no way to make it happen at this point, or etc. It may just not be this way or with this person. Okay? Okay. Sending you tons of love and happy, happy holiday wishes, Taurus. If I don't see you in your mid-December reading, then I hope I will see you in the new year. Bye, Taurus.